Hello, my name is Desiree Rigaud, and I'm a senior at John F. Kennedy High School in Belmore, New York. I conducted a two-part study. Part one of my study investigated how people's marriages were functioning during the COVID-19 economic crisis, and it looked at factors including psychological aggression, physical aggression, and relationship satisfaction. I ultimately found that if people had more negative feelings surrounding their finances, regardless of whether or not they were objectively experiencing financial hardship, it suggested patterns of more violent and negative relationship behavior. This inspired part two of the study, which looked at two different counseling methods to see which was more effective in alleviating feelings of economic stress. It was found from this study that the counseling method that was centered in focusing on one's wider and more important values, regardless of their economic stability, was more effective than the method that focused on concretely budgeting and cutting those unnecessary spending areas. This could be beneficial in informing mental health professionals on ways to better treat their patients and alleviate stress, and this could also be helpful in the wider world in hopefully decreasing the global divorce rate and domestic violence rates by alleviating some strains in people's marriages. Outside of my project, I have many other interests and hobbies. Firstly, I'm super passionate about social justice and advocacy. Right now, I'm working at a nonprofit that focuses on educating people of all ages and amplifying marginalized voices, but I specifically work on educating kids K through 6 on big social justice issues in a way that they are able to grasp. I also really love art. For a very long time, my favorite medium was charcoal, and here are some charcoal drawings that I've worked on in the past. But more recently, I've started getting into colored pencil, and here's a colored pencil drawing that I've been working on recently. I also really love music. Music has always been a huge part of my life. I love to sing, I love playing instruments and teaching myself instruments, like the ukulele, which I taught myself. And I really enjoy listening to music. I have upwards of 40 Spotify playlists and records, and I have 2 record players because I love to listen to music, as I had said. I also really love to cook. I'm in my school's culinary program as well, and in this program, I'm working towards my career certification in hospitality and culinary, and I also love cooking food with my family, whether it's Italian food, my mom's side and my stepmom, or whether it's some Haitian dishes with my grandma or baking with my grandma on my dad's side. I also really love Marvel movies. I love seeing them with my family members and friends. Most recently, with my friends, I saw Spider-Man No Way Home and I saw Shang-Chi. And my favorite superhero in the MCU is Spider-Man, and my favorite Spider-Man is Andrew Garfield, despite them all being amazing.